Hello guys, so now we will be continuing from where we stopped. All right. At the last video, I we were supposed to save. Okay, so please ensure you save that work. So now, if you look at my table view, remember to control S to save the information, and we generated some few information such as the total quantity, total sales, and the profit margin. Now we are going to use this now as our, you can see our KPIs. So that's the key performance index, that's the total the sales, quantity, profit. Okay, I think they're also going to add the profit margin. The profit margin. So let's add that, the profit margin, meaning that we need to have a guideline that determines how we are going to use our data set in Power BI. Very important. Now, what we are going to do now is let's go to our report view. Now, the first thing we're going to do now is we are going to create a header. So the header is going to hold the information. When someone sees our diagram, you know, okay, this is what it's talking about. Now, to do that, we go to insert, we look for shapes, and let's pick this square, the rectangle. So we pick this, and by default, we're going to have this information. So please know that we are on a desktop view. Desktop, there's a mobile view, but mobile view is just view it. We can't make any changes. Okay, so what we are going to do now is that to create this information now, you can see I'm in page 1. So to do this now, I'm going to create a header here. You can see adjust it. Remember, we are on, if you look at it, if you look closely, we have edges here, edges here. So now I'm going to adjust this information, adjust this the shape, adjust it, because we want to create a header. Then inside, when we do this, then I'll double click inside the, okay. So what we do is, let's go to the shape. Under shapes, you will see rotations, stars. So you can see in terms of the color, we can change the color, but I'm going to use blue, go with blue. So I'm going to open a text. Now, inside my text, I'm going to write a statement, meaning I want to write a header. So we say the name of our store, which is global superstore, then the analysis. Okay, so by the time we do this now, you can see it's already showing in front of our information. So to make it bold, we change the font size, and we're going to pick one. So we are going to pick the single UI bold. Pick this, then we increase the size. So you can double click, or you can use this arrow. So we change this and we'll make it, let's say 15, 15. Let's make it 20. All right, 20 is okay. 20 is okay. Okay, global superstore analysis. Then we change the horizontal alignment. We make it the left. Want the left, so it's going to be there. Then to create a space, if you notice the global is closed, we do what we call padding. So padding, we make it 15. That's to make a space in between the G and the end of the information. So now we have successfully imputed a text. All right. So click outside, just click it once. If you click it twice, you are going to click something else. All right. Now we have our header. Now the next thing we are going to do now is we are going to get terms of the category by the sales. The category by the sales. Now the category by the sales, we are going to use. So to do that, let's use the tree map. The tree map. So to do that, first of all, you go to under visualization. You see the tree map. Now this is the tree map. Click on it. By default, we're going to have this. Then we click on the global superstore, and we select the tree map. The category. You see, when I click on information, it's going to load. Then I'm going to look for the sales. So we have this. So you can see in terms of category, if you take your cursor over around it, you notice that we have more sales in technology than any other information. Meaning that the larger the rectangle, it means that the larger the value. Okay, so we have this. Now, the next thing we are going to do now quickly is we are going to do for the KPIs. So we're going to do the KPIs in form of a card. Now, to do that, come here, click on this, the new card. By default, we are going to have this. Then we are going to click on some of the information that we want to get. So if I do this now, we want to get the total sales, total quantity, profit, and the last one is profit margin. Profit margin. So profit margin. Save this. Now, what we are going to do now in here is we are going to select it. So we're going to select the total quantity, the total sales, total quantity, sorry, total quantity, then the profit, the total profit, within the total profit, then the profit margin. Now, if you notice, in terms of the, when we click, okay, click the fourth one, we are not going to see the information. The reason why is because of the settings. So we go quickly, come to format your visuals, layout. Now change the marked card to 4. Okay, change the marked card to 4. So if you notice, we are going to have 4 informations appearing here. Now click on the profit margin and click on the percentage, meaning you want to see in terms of percentage, 23%, 12%, and the likes. So if you click on it, now you're going to do, hold on. Now we see, you see 11 points dot dot dot. It means it's because it has extra decimals. Now let's remove the decimals and we'll make it 0. And we'll hit enter. Now you can see we have it 12% profit margin. Now we are going to drag this using the 3 dots and place it here. So just drag it here, just drag it here, and so if you notice, if I click any of them, it's going to react because automatically it is connected to by default. So if I double click outside, you can see I'm getting another information, but I will have to remove this. Now, so we have the total sales, total quantity, sum of profit, and the profit margin. Now we have gotten these informations. Now, the next thing we are going to do is that if we want to do the filtering, this the adjustments, to do that quickly, we select this, go to the call out values, you can see values, change it to the single UI bold. Okay, I think that's for the first one we did, the numbers, but we are going to reduce this to 20. Okay, 20 is too small, let's make it 30. Okay, 30 is okay. Then let's go to the labels. In fact, it's the labels that I want to even change. So the labels, single UI, make it single UI bold, and I change the color, make it black. So instead of making it black, let's look for a color to complement it. So let's use the brown, the light brown. Okay, the light brown, not bad, the light brown. Then when we are done, go to general, effect, on the background, leave the background on the visual borders, and we are going to make the rounded corners 5 and the width 2. Okay, so on the visual borders, why we are doing this is because we want to know, demarcate which belongs to which. Okay, so that it's going to be easy for us to select the right diagrams. Now, by the time we do this now, then we go to our visuals here. We go to the cards. Under cards, you see background borders. So for the borders, I will make it black as well. You can see. Then I'll make the width 2. That's it. Okay. So now I have this information here. We'll click on the sum of categories. We change the effect, the border, the visual borders on it. And rounded corners should be 5, while the width should be 2. Let's make it 2. Okay. So by the time we do this now, we drag down our information. Then we do the next one again quickly. So we do for the region by the sales. So in terms of region, we are going to pick the Let's pick the stacked column chart. Automatically, we are going to have this for the stacked column chart. Adjust it a little bit. Then we select the region by the sales. Okay, so you see the region by the sales. So what we are going to do now, we're going to make some little editing. We come to the general titles, remove some of sales, make it sales by the region. Then we will just center alignment on the horizontal alignment. That's it. Then what we do again is we go to the visuals. Under the visuals, we see the data label. On it, that means we want to see the values. Okay, then we walk inside, open the data label, you see values, and the font size, make it simple UI bold. Then we make the value, instead of terms of auto display, make it in terms of thousands. Okay, so you can see the values in terms of thousands, where we make more sales to the region. All right, have it in mind that these diagrams we are doing is to answer specific questions. Okay, questions. So please do not forget again, remember we're still on the sales region. You go to the effects on the visual borders, and the rounded corners we make it 5 and the width we make it 2. Let's make it 2. Okay, so by the time we do this now, we are almost good to go. Then as well, we off the grid lines. You can see the invisible lines that we are having here. We off this and we close this. Now, the next one we're going to do is I'll adjust this to fit in. Then the next thing we are going to do now is for the other one again is we are going to have the country by the profits. Okay, the country by the profit, which country will make the most profits. Now to do this, let's use the area chart. The area chart. So the area chart is going to be here, and I'm going to click the country. So we look for the country in our data, the country by the sales, and you can see we have this information. But to capture it more, you can see it's not looking too nice. So let's click on the pie chart. So the pie chart will give us the summary of all the informations. Okay, so you can see we have a whole lot of country. But in terms of US and Australia, we make the most sales. All right. So we are going to format it. It's not one thing for us to just click different diagrams. We are going to do the formatting. So we'll click on this. We go to the general, general. Then we on our visual borders. Then we make the rounded corners 5. Let's make the rounded corners 5 quickly. Then the width, we make it 2. Then that's for the borders, the visual borders under effects. Then we go to the titles. We remove the sum of countries and the font size. We make it simple UI bold, and we centralize the horizontal alignment. Okay. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change in terms of this percentage. You can see we're having 0.6 million. It doesn't make sense. So what we are going to do is the visual. We go to details. We go to values. Then we change it to in terms of thousands. You can see it's reacting in terms of thousands, and we make it single UI bold. That's to make our information bold enough. All right. Then we're almost done. Then we still have one more. Again, is the ship mode by quantity and the profits by the month. So quickly, the profits by the month, remember, click outside, profits by the month, I'm going to use what we call the line chart to do that. So I'm going to click, look for the month in terms of the month name and in terms of the profits. So click on the profits. Now you can see the behavior in terms of the profits, okay? But although the informations are not in alphabetical orders, all right, they're not in alphabetical orders. So what we will just do, the normal settings again, format your visuals. We remove the grid line quickly. Remove the grid line. Then we open the data label, meaning we want to see in terms of the values. We open it. Inside data label, we see the value, and we make the color black, while we display units, make in terms of thousands. All right, thousands. Then we are not done as well. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to go to the general titles, remove the sum of profits. Okay, then the fonts will make it the single UI bold while we make the horizontal center. Okay, center. Then not forget again, we need to go back to our background here on the visual borders, and the rounded corners will make it 5 while the width will make it 2. That's it. Okay, so we have this information now. Then one more before we go, one more one more in terms of our diagrams is that we are going to do the profit by, okay, doing the profit by the month. Now let's go to the ship mode by the quantity. That means they want to make the answer the question in terms of which ship mode collected more quantity. Now to do that, we will just use the do not chart. So to do the do not chart, we'll just click here, do not chart. Oh, I think we have mistakenly clicked on the previous information we did. So Ctrl Z to take it back. So I have to click outside and click on the do not chart. Then I can now select the ship mode by the quantity. So first class, standard class, and from this information here, you can see that we have more of the standard class according to the colors. So I'll just make some few adjustments here. Then so we're going to make some changes again inside the ship mode. Remember the text, we go to general, the title of remove the sum of quantity. We want the quantity by the ship mode, and we increase the fonts, horizontal alignment. Then go to the effects on the visual borders, rounded corners, we make it 5, and the width we make it 2. So by the time we do this now, and remember we are not done, we have not, the values are showing, but we want in terms of only just percentage. So what we do is we go to the visual data labels. Under it we have options, values, open the values, and okay, display units, let's have in terms of thousands, but I don't want to have the display units. So what I will do is I'll close these values, go to the options, and change the label context to only just the percentage of total. Okay, percentage of total. When I do that now and I go to my values and I make it black, you see that we have this data information. Okay, so in terms of the mode, we have the standard class. All right, so now we have come to the end of today. We have been able to perform the data, the group global store analysis in terms of a report view. So you can see the diagrams, the displays, and these are key informations that we can use. So all right, then for the sum of profits, just click on this and go to, make sure you click on the card, come to build your visuals, then change this, double click on it and change this to profit. Okay, so now we have the profits. Then we are done, we save our work. So please save your work, and we have come to the end of today's class.